Hey everybody, welcome to another class. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on phrasal verbs, okay? All right. To some of you it's your favorite thing in the world, to some of you it's just the worst thing ever invented, right? Okay. Phrasal verbs are tough because with phrasal verbs the problem is you can only just go read them, understand them, memorize them, keep practicing again and again, and that is difficult for some people, I understand. But anyway, we'll continue to work through these different phrasal verb quizzes, and I think that you'll get it the more that we continue to work through these and as we explain what they mean, because sometimes one phrasal verb can also fit in for another phrasal verb, okay? So it's not necessarily that only one phrasal verb works for a certain one, okay? And yeah, guys, you should be able to join class now. If you have a ticket, you should be able to join class. Shouldn't be any problem at all. Okay, so let me just check here and make sure everything's running right. Okay, Okay, so let me see here. See again and again, and that is difficult for some people, I understand. But anyway, we'll continue. Okay, well the class has started, so yeah, you all should be able to get into the should be able to get in now. So yeah, Romney, all you need to do, yes, it is interactive, Romney. So your main thing is getting inside here, inside the Hangout. So like we have here, and what you need is just get a ticket to get in. Okay, Rami, I see you in here. Hey, Rami, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Mr.
Bret? Mr. Bret Tutor. So good. Good.
I'm new in this web page. I don't know how this should work.
Good. Yeah. So it's just real simple. You're already doing all you need to do, and what we're going to do is we're going to work on phrasal verbs. Okay. So yep. Have you ever worked on phrasal verbs before?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I know that phrasal verbs is are the conjunction of two words, like verb with a preposition joined together.
Yeah, it can be a verb with a preposition. It can be other ways that it works together as well. Okay. So, but yeah, most of them are verbs with prepositions that you have in there. Okay. All right. So good. So let's just get started here. What I'll do is I'll give you guys the link. Okay. All right. Here. So those of you on the outside that want to follow along. Hello, Abdullah. Hi, Abdullah.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to class, Abdullah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Pierre. Hi, Pierre. Hello, and Pierre, make sure you unmute your microphone, okay, Pierre? There's going to be a red microphone.
Hello, teacher. Hi, teacher.
Hey, how are you, Pierre? Where are you from, Pierre?
I'm fine, thanks. I come from Haiti, but now I'm in French.
Now you're in France. I come from Haiti, and now I'm in France. Okay, good, Pierre. Good, Pierre. So, parlez-vous français? Yeah, of course. In Haiti, in Haiti, French is your native language, right? In Haiti, is that right?
Yes, in Haiti, we speak French et Creole.
Okay, good.
The French is the official language.
Okay, good. Well, welcome to class, Pierre. Okay. Hello, Juan.
Hi, Ro. How's it going?
Hey, Juan. Nice to see you. Everything's going well. So good. Hello, Adele or Abdel. Hi, Abdel. Yeah. And Abdel, make sure that you unmute yourself. There's a microphone. Okay. Make sure you click on the microphone. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now, Abdel. But Abdel, try to turn up your microphone just so we can hear a little.
can hear you. I don't know. It's working.
Abdel, you're okay. Everything's fine, okay? You don't need to
Yeah.
do anything else, Abdel. Abdel, just relax 1 second. And Abdel, make sure that you unmute, or pardon me, make sure that you don't have the verbling window open. Only have the Hangout window open, okay? But you're okay, Abdel. There's not much else to do. Just a little hard to hear you, okay? Hello, Juan Camilio.
What?
Hey, no, Juan Camilio Rodriguez. Yeah. So Juan Camilio, make sure you unmute your microphone, okay? Yeah, there's unmute your microphone. Your microphone might be red, so make sure you unmute it, okay? And hello, Luis Antonio Soares. Hi, Luis. Yep. And make sure your microphone's unmuted too, guys, okay? And make sure you don't have the verbling window open. Let me help you guys out, just in case you might be new or something, okay? But then we have to get class started. Those of you in the chat, hello everybody, all right? So with the tickets now, I try to focus on the people that are in class. Okay, good, Juan Camilio. So you have that. Guys, make sure you know you have your mute up, okay? And you can also mute or unmute yourself here, just like I could mute myself. Okay? So make sure you use that function when you're not speaking, okay? So good. Hello, Juan Camilio. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good. Welcome to class.
Fine.
Okay, good. And hey, guys, like I said, now that we have this ticket system, I always did before, but I really want to get into teaching right now. I want to get into teaching so you guys can learn, so you get the best value out of each ticket that you use. We're going to go through this list. We're going to, as we go through this list, what we're going to do is each person is going to answer 2 questions, okay, at a time, all right? And I'll go from person to person. And when you guys aren't speaking, make sure that your microphone is muted, okay? All right, so Abdel, this first one here, read this and then tell me what the answer is, Abdel.
Okay.
Can you see that on the screen, Abdel? You click on Bret Tutor, and it has bump into. I bumped into an old friend. What's the answer there, Abdel?
I didn't get the question. I don't.
It's okay, Abdel. So, Abdel, do you see the screen that I'm sharing?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Bump
So then,
into.
yeah. So I bumped into my old friend. I want you guys to read the sentence, but I'll help you with this one. I bumped into my old friend Robert when I went to, and what is this? What's the answer?
B.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, let's let Abdel try to answer, okay? And I'll get to everybody. I promise you. Everybody gets a turn.
What's the meaning of bumped into?
So that's what we're looking at here. So yes. So it's going to be, so when you run into somebody, so that's answering it with another phrasal verb. So you don't physically bump. So you know a bump, right? When you bump something, like maybe you bump a car. So you bump. Like 2 cars get in a small accident and they bump each other. Wow, this is a bumper car, okay? But what's happening here is it's when you see somebody, you say you bump into them, especially when you run into them randomly. Hello, hey, Rami, hi. And hello, Mauricio Lopez. So Rami, make sure you stay muted, okay? And Mauricio Lopez, hello, Mauricio.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mauricio. Mauricio, make sure it's quiet in the background, okay? Make sure you keep it nice and quiet in the background. And Rami, what's going on? There's a little bit of echo from you, so make sure you stay muted, okay? So hey guys, just stay muted when you're not speaking, all right? Otherwise you add a lot of extra sound, okay? Let's go to the next one. Abdel, number 2. Can you read this, Abdel? Hello, Abdel. Did your computer freeze? I think his computer froze. Okay. Abdel? All right, so let's continue on. So Abdullah, number 2, Abdullah, can you read this for me, please?
It's working for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Abdel, hi Abdel. Is your internet working, Abdel? Can you figure this out? It's okay, Abdel.
Hi, Mr.
But yeah, you have to keep up, Abdel. Okay. So Abdel, number 2, drum up. Yeah. So here, Abdel, I'll help you. Abdel, it's okay. Yeah, but that's why I give you. That's why I give you as well in the chat. Okay. Okay, Abdel. All right. Number 2, drum up. A lot of famous musicians help charities and develop projects by drumming up. Drumming up what? So drumming up is like creating excitement for something. Okay. All right. It's like getting people involved by drumming up what? Great new songs. Okay. All right. It's support from their fans. Okay. So it's not creating new songs. It's not creating something. Drumming up is getting people excited. All right. Okay. It's getting support for things. Okay. That's when you drum up. So politicians, they try to drum up support for themselves during campaigns. Okay. Right. Okay. And I'll mute you right now, Abdel. But Abdel, remember, I give you guys the links. I give it to you even before class, so you can take a look. Abdullah, number 3, Abdullah.
Yeah.
Fill out.
Our cable TV company is doing a viewer survey, and they want us to fill out this questionnaire.
Okay, good. So when you fill out something, you have a form, okay? And let me see something, guys. I want to see how well this fits in together. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, let me see if this can fit together. So yeah, what happens is, you fill out a form, right? So for instance, maybe you need to get a new job, so you have to fill out an application. All right. So that's when you fill out something. So in this one, it's a survey. So you have a questionnaire, right? So you have a questionnaire to fill out. Okay. All right. So you fill out an application. You fill out a questionnaire. Online, when you register for something, you might have to fill out a online registration. Okay, that's also where you fill out. Abdullah, number 4.
Number 4, okay. To hang up. After I have washed my shirts, I hang them up. In the drawer. No, it's B, in the cupboard.
That's kind of weird, guys. I don't know why it has it so much in the cupboard. So this might be like UK English. Usually when you hang up clothes, you hang them up on a clothes line. All right, so I think that's a little odd. And you also hang them out to dry. Hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's also another one, all right? Look at these little puppies, huh? So yeah, guys. Some of this is from the UK English sometimes, okay? But yeah, you hang up the clothes on the clothesline. You also hang them out to dry. You hang out to dry, okay? All right. Another thing when you hang up, okay, you also hang up the telephone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you hang up the phone. That's another use of hang up. All right. Now, guys, as I'm going through these, if it seems like I'm over-explaining them, it's just because phrasal verbs can be confusing if I don't give multiple definitions. Okay. All right. Juan Camilio, next one here. Lead to.
Good morning. Good night. What number?
It's okay. Number 5. Lead to.
5.
Okay.
Is smoking cigarette can lead to?
So lead to, what happens is, so if you're a leader, like a leader of a country, right? A president is a leader of a country, so he's somebody who leads people. So lead to. So you're taking one thing and it goes to something else.
I don't know.
It's okay, all right? So what'll happen is it can lead to lung cancer. So if you're smoking, smoking cigarettes,
Okay,
you end up
okay.
getting lung cancers here of lung cancer. Yeah. So, but you get lung cancer. All right. So drinking alcohol can lead to health problems. Okay. All right. That's another thing. All right. Okay. Also, exercising. It's not always negative, guys. Exercising can lead you to good health. All right. Okay, that's another thing in there. And okay, so Rami's in class, so I'll answer his question. So just with forms, Rami, so you're talking about when you fill in something. Typically, when you just fill out or you fill in something, it's usually some sort of form, some sort of questionnaire, because you have to be able to write down information. It's typically where you're asked information and you need to write it down. So that's when you're going to fill out. You also fill in the form. I hope that helps, Rami. Okay. Juan, number 6, pick out. Juan Camilio, sorry. I forget there's 2 Juans. Sorry. So the first one, Juan Camilio, pick out.
I?
Go ahead, Juan Camilio.
Okay. Before you buy the car, you have to pick out.
Okay, before you buy the car. So pick out. So if you go shopping with your girlfriend, she likes to pick out different clothes. She likes to pick out different things. When you go to the grocery store, you try to pick out the best fruit. Okay? Bye-bye, Alpha. And you try to pick out the best fruit, for instance. Okay? Best fruit. So that's when you pick out something. All right? So before you buy the car, you'll have to pick out what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. A color. It's okay. Hey, Juan Camilio, okay? No problem, okay? So what you have to do is you have to pick out the color. What color do you want your car to be? Do you want to have a red car? Okay? All right? So you also have to pick out the model of the car, okay? The make and the model. So maybe I want a Toyota
Camry.
Yeah, or a Camry. A Camry. Yep. So you have the make and the model. So the make is Toyota, okay? All right? So that's the brand. They call that the make, okay? So that's the make. Okay? And then the model, okay, would be like a Vios, a Camry, and so forth. Just like if I wanted a BMW M3, okay, the make is going to be BMW, the model will be the M3. And the color, yeah, so guys, the color, that's British English, okay? Sometimes there's a little bit of UK English that gets mixed in here, okay? So color is color, all right? Spell color this way as well, all right? So either way, okay? Color. Okay? That's all it is. Same thing. In case you guys are wondering, American English, we just use this. Yep, okay? Colors, all right? So good. I hope you guys understood the make and the model as well. All right, so good. Let's continue on here. Juan Sepulveda, Juan number 2, number 7. Okay.
Okay. Rule out. My son has ruled out a career as a doctor because he had this side of blood, I guess.
Yep. So yeah. So when you rule out something, it's no longer something that you'll make a decision on. You won't want that, okay, as being part of it, okay? Yeah, you wouldn't want to continue.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, it's all right. So so go ahead, Juan. So you made a decision to not have that as part of it.
Yeah, something like this. I was thinking about true love is when you don't want to continue something, right? Right?
Yep. Yeah. So
And
when
you
you
and you.
go ahead.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. It's okay.
I
Go
am
ahead.
so sorry. So I don't mean to talk over you.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's when you rule out something, okay? You don't want it to be part of it. When you rule out something, it's no longer something that is part of that decision. So, for instance, here, let me also tell you when you rule out something, okay? So, if there is somebody who is suspected, okay, let's say 5 people are suspects of a crime, okay, and then you find that the first person was not at the crime scene at all, so you rule out them being the criminal, okay? They're no longer part of it, all right? Also, when you rule out, maybe you have a decision to make and there's 5 different things that you're looking at. Maybe 3 of the things you rule out because it isn't part of the decision, okay? So for instance, in here, he rules out his career as a doctor. So there's multiple different careers that he's looking at. He's probably looking at being a doctor, maybe a pilot, maybe he wants to be a teacher, okay? But he rules out, it's no longer an option. He dismisses that because he hates the sight of blood. Okay, so good. Okay, so Juan, the next one, stamp out.
Stamp out. The taxation, right? Department is trying to stamp. Tax evasion or tax returns. I don't think
Yes,
so. I
it's a-
think tax evasion, maybe.
Yep. So
Tax
stamp. Yep. So stamp out is trying to get rid of. Okay. So like for instance, in the United States, they're trying to stamp out drug use. They don't want people that are using drugs. Okay. They're not doing a good job of it. Unfortunately, it's hurting all of our neighbors, like in Colombia, Mexico, and other places, because of the war on drugs. But they're trying to stamp out. So stamp out is when you're trying to eliminate or get rid of something. Okay. All right. So tax evasion. What tax evasion is when somebody tries to not pay their taxes. So the taxation department is trying to collect money. So they want to make sure that they stamp out or get rid of tax evasion, because tax evasion means that the people are not paying their taxes, okay? So they're trying to stamp it out. A tax return, what a tax return is when you get money back from the government. Okay, because you maybe put in a lot of money. When you have a tax form is something you would fill in. Okay, all right. You would also fill it out either way. Okay, so good, and that's what you'd send in. Okay, good. You guys are doing really well. Okay, so let's continue on here. So Louise, hi Louise.
Hi.
Hi Louise. Number 9, please, Louise.
Number 9. Okay. Tell apart. John and his father sound the same when they speak. So, I can tell them apart when they, I think, letter C, answer the phone.
Yeah, very good, very good. And because we're talking about they sound the same, okay? So when you tell apart, so for instance, if you have identical twins, okay? Identical twins, I can't tell these apart, right? You know, who's who, okay, right? So I can't tell them apart because they have the same characteristics, right? They look the same. Now, here, John and his father, they sound the same, so I can't tell them apart. I don't know by their voice. So when you answer the phone, that's when you're using your voice. Email, no voice. Walk into the room, you'll physically see them. So that's why you can't tell them apart when it comes to answering on the phone, because it's their voice. Okay, good. Go ahead, Luis. Number 10. You could do number 10 too, okay? Go ahead.
Number 10? Me?
Yeah, for you, of course.
Oh, excuse me.
No
Number
problem.
10. Work on. Michael wants to be a world-class footballer. So, please work on Again, letter C, his ball control skills.
Yep. So work on. What work on here means to like practice. Okay. Also, two people. Yeah. But also two people when they have problems in their marriage, they want to work on their marriage. So John and Jack are having problems. They're going. Why did I say John? John and Jill. Sorry, guys. So John and Jill, and nothing against, anyway, I don't want to get into it. So John and Jill are having problems with their marriage. They're going to work on their relationship. They're going to work on their communication so that they can stay together, all right? And here somebody is working on, since he's a world-class footballer, okay, he's working on his ball control skills, okay? He's working on that, okay? So, and you wouldn't say he works on the gym every day because he doesn't work on the gym. Maybe he works out in the gym every day, okay? But he's not working on the gym every day like that. He wouldn't be doing that. He'd be working on his ball control skills. He'd be working on his shots on goal. He'd be working on his cardio, you know, to make his lungs even better, okay? So good, guys, good. You guys are doing a great job, okay? So good deal. Seems like it's taken a while to get to some of you, but again, these phrasal verbs, it's better to over-explain, okay? Yeah, work on, Carlos, work on. So I'm going to work on my English language skills in class, okay? Oh, yes, Carlos, so also, too. So Carlos brings up a good question in the chat, guys, okay? So let's say that I'm a salesperson, and I want to sell my product to you. I'm going to work on you, okay? All right. What that means is I'm going to try to sell this to you. I'm going to work on you where I continue to tell you, you know, like, Louise, you should really buy this because the color is really good. It'll last forever. So I'm working on Louise, trying to get the sale. All right. So you also work on somebody when you try to convince them of something. Very good, Carlos. Good question. Okay. All right. So. Okay. Oh, and I thought Carlos was in class. Shoot. Anyway, Pierre, go ahead, Pierre.
I Woko ask Makiko out because they wanted to get to know her.
He wanted to get to know her, yes. So you ask out somebody on a date. You ask out somebody on a date. So, you know, this is typically, you know, one of the main ways that we say this, okay? All right? So, like, if I'm in a business situation, I don't typically say, well, no, I can say it too, you know, I'm going to ask out our client to dinner. But usually we don't use that too much. You can, but usually we say, I'm going to invite my clients out. Usually ask out, even though there are other ways that we use it. Typically, when you ask somebody out, it's a couple where you ask them out on a date. Okay, it's usually more informal when you say you ask somebody out. You could also say, like, if I'm married, my wife and I asked out the Joneses to come over. Okay, all right, you know. But a lot of times it's used just when it comes to people that are dating. All right, usually the other ones are invited. But it is acceptable to ask them out. Pierre, go ahead, Pierre, number 2. Carry on.
After carry on. After checking his work, Lee's boss told him to carry on because he'd done a good job.
Because he had done a good job. Yep. So carry on. Also, too, we use this a lot in the military. Okay, so the military soldiers, attention. Okay, so you know you'll have the military where they're standing at attention. Okay, and then the sergeant will talk to him. Boy, I just love Google. Look at that, the little dogs are standing at attention too. So yeah, so in the military, people will stand at attention, and then you know the person will, hey, okay, gentlemen. Carry on, which means continue what you're doing, carry on your activities, okay? All right. Also, too, some people say, let's say that you maybe, for instance, something.
Hello.
Yep. Hello, Roberto. Hi, Roberto. 1 second, guys, okay? I'll get to everybody. I promise you. I promise. So also too, some people, if for some reason something sad happened, let's say you're married and your wife dies or your husband dies, okay? You could say, it's so hard to carry on without her. I really loved her. She meant everything to me. So also carry on means to like continue your life, you know. It's so hard to carry on after the loss of my mother. She meant so much to me. Okay, but I have to. We all have to carry on in life, even when tragedy happens. All right? Okay, so find out. Okay, and you're next here, Roberto. Okay, and hello. Okay, so good. Carlos is in class now. Hello, Carlos.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, Carlos. Okay, all right. By the way, guys, if you guys see this Mon guy in any of your classes, okay, you see him in the chat, okay, he's very abusive to other students, and he makes no sense at all, okay? So, all right, he's just a crazy guy, very mean. Roberto, number 3, Roberto, find out. Hello, Roberto. Can you see the screen, Roberto Torres? Hola, Roberto, escuche.
Sí, yes.
Okay. ¿Hablamos inglés poco?
Yes.
Okay. But can you see the screen? Can you understand enough to read, Alberto, number 3? And I guys, I know my Spanish is not anywhere near being perfect, okay? Roberto, can you see the screen? Can you read number 3?
Yes, no entiendo nada.
No entiendo de nada. Okay. So guys, just so Roberto doesn't feel bad, I don't know enough to explain to him, and I don't want to take up a lot of class time. Juan, can you explain to him in Espanol, okay, about verbling? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show on the screen and give him links just so he doesn't feel bad, and I don't want him to feel like he wasted his ticket. And I will show him how to look at the beginner classes, okay, Juan? Go ahead.
Okay. Roberto?
Yes. Sí.
Veamos. I can see the teacher. I can see the article on your screen.
I'm trying to show him classes now. So I'm trying to show him so the classes aren't showing up. Yeah, but the thing is, just tell him there's beginner classes, and tell him, for instance, I have some beginner classes coming up as well. You know, like there's one coming up later. Just basically tell him he should look for beginner classes like this one here coming up.
Roberto?
Yeah, just explain to him real quick so we can get class going on. It's okay, Juan. Just explain to him and he'll hear and we'll go on, okay?
Sí. Sí.
Roberto,
Sí.
el profesor ¿ves la pantalla del profesor?
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll just have to, Juan, just tell him to look at the links to take the beginner classes, and then we'll have to go on. Okay? And thanks, Juan.
¿Cómo decirlo? I am 9 years old. No puedo porque tengo colegio.
Yeah, actually, I don't think he can attend classes because we have 13-year-old age restriction, okay?
Yes.
Roberto, el profesor te envió unos links, unos enlaces de páginas.
No sé.
So yeah,
Roberto,
so
tienes que salir de esta clase. Esta clase es no para principiantes. Tienes que buscar una otra clase para principiantes, ¿vale? Roberto?
okay, yeah. Well, hopefully, and sorry guys, I don't mean to take away from class. I know you guys have valuable tickets that you're using, but also I don't want a little kid to feel bad, you know? I mean, I don't want anybody to feel bad, but especially a little kid trying to learn. Thanks guys, thanks for helping, you know?
Yeah.
So
Our mean teacher. What a mean teacher, yeah.
yeah, what a bad guy. Get out of here, you little kid. I'm just kidding. I would never do that, you know. Rami, go ahead, Rami. I would do that to some adults. Rami, number 3, find out. Find out.
Okay, find out. If you need to find something out, you can look it up.
Yep. Look it up. Okay. So I need to find out what the best restaurant in town is. So I'm going to search on the internet. For instance, I'm going to look it
Google.
up. Okay. Google. Yep. So that's when I look it up. And also too, when I find out, you can say, "Oh, I found out that my girlfriend was cheating on me with somebody better," you know. So, oh no, what a thing to find out. You know. So also too, there are many things that you find out the older you get. You find out different things. Okay. All right. So find out is also when you discover things. So find out is not only when you cause the action to happen. Sometimes people give you information as well. Okay. All right. So I found out about the about verbling from my friend. So I just want to make sure you guys know it's not always when you're pushing out yourself. Sometimes you're informed. Go ahead, Rami. Number 4, grow up.
Okay, grow up. Isabel has grown up since the last time I saw her 6 years ago.
Yeah, let's hope she hasn't grown up in 6 hours. That's a funny option, huh? Yeah, she's using growth enhancement. Yep, and also too grown up. Okay, just to help you, even though it isn't a pronunciation, grown up. Okay.
Grown.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. Grown.
Yep. So grown up. So
it is a past verb.
form? Past. Yeah. Well, what it is, okay. So has. So you look at has, okay. All right. So that's a past participle because it has grown up. Okay, because you have the has in there. Because she's still continuing to grow up. So do you understand that? Okay.
Yes.
So it won't be the simple past. It'll be the, I think the simple past continuous. Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. And I might be a little off, guys. Okay. Sometimes I am, but it's definitely not the simple past. Okay. So good. Okay. Let's see. So Carlos Iglesias. Hi, Carlos.
Yep.
You haven't gone yet. So let me get to you. Number 5, Carlos.
If politicians are involved in corrupt activities, it means they are corrupt politicians.
And corrupt politicians? Yes. Yep. So very simple. I know that one was pretty simple for you, huh, Carlos? If politicians are in corrupt activities, they're probably corrupt politicians.
Yeah.
That one was real easy, huh? So so good. But yeah, so involved in. So also too, you know, I'm involved with my community group. Okay, and what we do is we help out the young children around here that don't have school supplies. Okay. All right. I'm involved with, now when I say involved with, I'm involved with Jennifer. You know, we're in a relationship. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit different. So involved in, so that's a particular activity, or you can be involved in a group as well. You can also be involved with an organization or a group. So I could say I'm involved in many activities with the Salvation Army. I'm involved with the Salvation Army. Okay? So it kind of switches around a little bit with those. Okay? So good. So the next one here, Carlos. Leave.
In democracy, the decision on who will govern the country is left up to the country's great leader?
Actually, what happens is the citizens, okay, the citizens make the decision by voting, okay?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So they vote, and then you have the great leader. No, I'm not laughing at you for choosing that, Carlos. That's not it. I'm laughing because they put it in there. I don't know any great leaders these days. You know, nobody seems to be happy with the leaders of the world, right? You know, none of them are great. It's almost like people don't want to be president of the United States anymore. You know, so yeah, that's. I was just laughing because they put great leader. You know, there's not too many great leaders. So sorry, guys. Also, leave up to. I'll leave the decision up to you. So let's say that you're taking your girlfriend out on a date. And you say, hey, honey, where do you want to go? She goes, oh, I'll leave it up to you. All right? That means that you're going to be the one who decides where to go. Okay? So I'll leave it up to you. It's always a nice way. I live in the Philippines, and the people are really nice. Anytime I ask them something, they always say, oh, it's up to you. You know? So that's another thing, too. So you leave it up to you, so it's somebody else's decision. Okay? All right? Okay, and you can also, they left the decision up to me as to where to go. Right, so good. Okay, and guys, remember, you can stop me at any time if you have questions about these, all right? Abdullah, number 7, opt for.
Okay. Jamal opted for overtime because he I think it's A, needed to make more money.
Needed to make more money. Okay, yep. So what happens is you opt for, okay? So opt is an option. It's just a short way to put that, okay? So when you opt for something, that means that you you go in that direction for a certain purpose, okay? So when you opted for overtime, overtime is when you're working. So if I work 40 hours a week and I'm a hourly employee, if I work over 40 hours, that's overtime. And usually overtime, they'll pay what's called time and a half. Okay? So usually what time and a half is, well, I guess there's not anything good in here with this. Some rock band time and a half. So what time and a half is if, yeah. So extra time, they just call it overtime, Rami, in the U.S., okay? So if I'm making $8 an hour and I work overtime, every hour I work overtime, I work time and a half, which means $8 plus $4. Now I make $12, okay? If I'm at a restaurant, I could be looking at the menu, and my girlfriend could say to me, oh, well, what are you going to have? Yeah, I'm going to opt for, you know, a cherry Coke, a hamburger, and French fries, okay? It's just making a decision or going in a certain direction. That's when you opt for something, okay? All right, go ahead, Abdullah, number 8.
Yeah. I wanted to read up on publishing fashion magazines, so I found a popular fashion magazine.
A popular fashion magazine. It's actually a website on fashion magazines, okay? And a popular fashion magazine also seems logical, okay? Because what you're doing is you're just reading up on. But with this one here, they want to read up on the publishing of the fashion magazines. So a publisher is the one who creates it. So a popular fashion magazine, you're not going to learn too much about the publisher, even though you kind of think, you know, it makes sense. But the best one is just see a website on fashion magazines, meaning that way you can learn about who the different publishers are, okay? So another example of read up on. So I wanted to learn more about the origin of mankind. So I read up on Stephen Hawking's theories of the universe, okay? I read up on famous old religious books, okay, to kind of find out why we are the way we are, okay? Okay, good. Carlos, number 9.
Oh, sit in for. It could be wrong to sit in for someone if they couldn't make it to, Oh, sorry, I can understand.
It's
It
okay.
would be wrong to sit in for someone if they couldn't make it to a college,
Yeah, so that's the one. So like sit in for, that's when you fill in for
Just
somebody.
assist.
So Well, so it's a. Let me make sure that we understand this. Okay, you're correct. You are assisting them, but they're not going to be physically there if you sit in for somebody. Okay, so a card game. Okay, it's okay. So if you're playing a card game, that's where it makes sense, right? So let's say you're playing. Saying gambling's good. It's just an example, okay? So I always like this with the dogs, okay? So if for some reason this dog could not make it, okay, he's not going to physically be there. I'm going to sit in for him. Also a staff meeting. So if you're at a company, a staff meeting, you might sit in for your boss because you understand what your boss wanted to tell everybody. But maybe he's gone to Europe with his girlfriend, okay? Next one, way up, way up. It's okay. Go ahead. Do the next one, too, number 10.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So before deciding to get a puppy, you need to carefully weigh up the benefits and drawbacks.
We can't hear you.
We can hear you, Bret.
I'm sorry, my puppy muted me. So no, you have to be careful when you weigh up. Why'd you mute me? It's because he wants me to talk to him. But actually no, we got this puppy because we have a female. Okay, we have a female, and the other male died. Unfortunately, he passed away.
Oh.
So we had to get So we had to get another male to replace the other one because we thought it was fair. But you're right. When you look at this, let's look back at the example. Okay, all right. Yeah, it was tough. He died on the 1st of the year. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, no, he was sick for a little while. He had gotten into some glue, unfortunately, that one of the workers left off. But anyway, let's get into this real life example. So when we got the puppy, we did have to weigh up the benefits and drawbacks. Okay, you know. So the benefit was our female dog. We thought it was right that she would have a partner. That was the main benefit. And yes, of course, it's nice to have a little puppy. That's a benefit. But the drawbacks, oh my gosh, you know, I have chewed up furniture, right? You know, it's a lot to take care of. Also, too, if you're a proper pet owner, you train your dogs properly for their own good, right? Okay, so they're not yelling and upset all the time and barking. So yes, you have to weigh up the benefits and drawbacks. So weigh up is just when you're looking at a decision. So a company might have to weigh up the positives and the negatives. That's also how we talk about things. Okay, Okay, so sorry guys, when I type it mutes me. So positives and negatives, okay, the pluses and minuses, all right, the drawbacks and benefits. This is when you weigh up things because you're going to have the good and the bad, whichever way you want to put it. You can't weigh up something without having a positive and negative, okay? Do you understand that? Because it has to be on a scale. Scales weigh things, okay? So you have to have it in that sort of format, okay? All right, so let's go on here. So Juan Camillo, number 1, please. Go ahead, Juan Camillo. Believe in, yeah, believe in.
Danny doesn't. I don't see
It's
the
okay.
paper.
Yeah, let me help you, Juan Camillo. So it's okay, I'll help you. So Danny doesn't believe in life after death. He thinks that death is the end, not the end, the beginning. So he doesn't believe in. So if you don't believe, so like I don't believe in vampires, okay? I don't believe in ghosts, okay? I don't believe they're true. I don't believe in them. So if you don't believe in life after death, what would you think? So life after death is where you exist after death. He thinks that death is what?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but hey, Juan, don't apologize. It's okay. Juan Camilo, relax, my friend. Everything's okay. I don't get upset. Nobody here gets upset at you, okay? Just relax. It's all right. So yeah, so what happens is, so life after death, if you don't believe in life after death, he thinks that death is the end. If you did believe, he does believe in life after death, then death would not be the end, okay? Death is not the end. He would think it's the beginning because you'd have this glorious life after death, okay? There's a really good song, Give Me Something to Believe In, okay? So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a good song. I don't know why it's such a, you know, it really is. It's one of those songs that really, you feel good, you know? And guys, there's an expression. I'll write it in here. Okay? Stand for something or fall for anything, okay? All right? You guys have to find something to believe in. I'm not saying you have to find a religion to believe in or something, and even if you just believe in yourself, okay? But you have to find something to believe in as you get older. But remember, one more expression, guys, okay? And I hope you like this.
Sorry? What do you say?
No,
Okay, here.
1 second, I'm going to give you another expression. Remember, guys, when I'm typing, it mutes me, right? So choose the lesser of two. Okay, 1 second. So yeah, guys, anyway, there's two expressions there. So in the United States, we always say the lesser of two evils, okay? Like you choose the lesser of two evils. Two things are bad, but you have to make a decision. But remember, if you choose the lesser of two evils, you still choose evil. Anyway, let's continue on with this, but that all has to do with kind of believing in stuff, okay? All right? So, Juan, number 2, drop by.
I will. Okay.
No, Juan Camilo. I'm sorry. I keep doing that. Juan Camilo. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Juan Camilo, drop by. Can you see that?
I'll drop by and A. Can you? B. Text you. C. See you.
So
I
drop
don't know
by.
if
So it's okay.
again,
Yeah, Juan Camilo, it's okay. So let me give you an example sentence. Jennifer dropped by my house. It was nice seeing her. Okay? My mom likes to drop by to visit me. I always like seeing her beautiful face. So drop by. Which answer do you think it is after that, Juan Camilo? It's okay. It's going to be see you. So see you. So when somebody drops by, okay, that means they physically come over to see you, all right? So, but if let's say that I'm living in France and I'm going to go to Germany, I don't say I'm going to drop by Germany, okay? All right? But I am going to drop by my friend's house in Frankfurt. Okay, that would be an example. I'm going to drop by. I'm going to drop by to see you, and I'm going to drop off. So what drop off means, so drop off is like when you drop off papers. You bring something and you leave it there. Drop off. So I'm going to drop off some papers, okay? Okay, so good, guys. Good, good. And we're getting closer to the end of class, okay? But don't worry. And whatever you do, don't give up, guys. Okay, that's the next one.
Don't give up the fight.
Never give up. Okay. There's a great look at.
Don't give up the fight.
Never give up the fight. So here. This one is great. Look at this, guys. Do you see this picture here? Okay, so this is a stork, and the stork is trying to eat this frog, okay? The frog has his arms around her, you know? Like, never give up, okay? Never give up. Yeah, but really, guys, never give up in life, okay? You'll be surprised at how quickly things can change for the better. So, Juan, go ahead. Juan S, number 3.
Has failed her driving test 6 times, but she didn't give up. She said she will try again.
Yep, try again. Is it C funny though?
I wanted
She
to
said
say
she'll keep on failing. Don't worry, Dad. I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep on failing. I mean, after 6 times failing your driving test, is there really any hope? So yeah, number 3 sounds so funny. Huh? Keep on failing. If you do C. So yeah, give up. I mean, that's all it is. Also, too, we give up bad habits. So thank God Jack gave up drinking. He was a terrible father when he was drunk. Right? Okay. I'm trying to give up eating fat foods because I want to improve my health. So some things you give up is good for you. Okay. But also, too, Jack just wasn't cut out to be a doctor. He finally gave up and quit medical school. Okay, number 4, Juan. Juan S.
And read here off. Nearly everyone in England has heard of Wayne Rooney. They have seen him on TV.
Have seen, nearly everyone in England has heard of Wayne Rooney. They have seen him on TV. Yeah. So no, you're right. So that's good the way they put that question in, because hear of doesn't necessarily mean that you. Well, yeah, I mean you will hear of him because you'll see him on TV. But hear of, is not just like audio. It's also if you read about somebody. Okay. So you might not have physically have somebody tell you, but you read about somebody. You still hear of them by reading a newspaper article. Okay, you can also say I read about, okay, but also I heard of him in this article. Okay, all right. So here we go. Okay, so Louise, number 5. Look out! Look out, Louise! Whoa!
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'll
number
try.
5 here.
Look out. If someone yells, look out at you, it's probably because you are about to get hurt.
Yep, that's usually just when we say look out. We don't always just yell it, so you can also say look out for Jack. He's not a good person. Okay, all right. So hey guys, I have to end this class because another class is coming up. What I'm asking, okay, there's a few reasons. I want you guys to be happy, but also too, I want to understand as a teacher what you guys want. You guys don't have to like my Facebook page. That's not the